Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm Neg Primer. Today we're going to mess around a little bit more with our plane. We want to try to get that to that place in Africa. So I know I haven't ever had you guys watch me actually boot it up before. I figured what better time than now? And what better place than here? Okay, so this is our career. I have to remember which one is our career at the start. So you do see I have 82 science, 82.7 up there. 70. So it's actually, I thought it was around 50,000. 75,000 to upgrade that is a lot steeper than I want to deal with right now. But we're still trying to get our planes off the ground, so we're gonna hold off on that. I do want to see if there's anything worth buying here. Let's movable pivots. Control adds a lot of control. Okay, so we're gonna hold off on all those for the moment. See, we still got a lot. We need up to 90 to unlock any of these. And most of these, the big one I want is this here, this fuel duct. That'll let us do what is referred to as asparagus staging. I don't know why people are I don't know why it is called that. But that is what people refer to it as. So we're not going to spend the 75,000 to upgrade anything, because I've had such a rocky go of this, I only have 116,000 down here. So when we left off, we were messing around with this. It's decent. But it's ultimately way more than we need. For example, we don't need any of this. In fact, what's in here? Is it just... I mean, there's a battery in there. We're gonna get rid of this even. We're gonna start from scratch. So all we have is a cockpit now. Since I figured out how that jet engine works, I'm basically going to just grab, I'm even going to grab you know, I'll go ahead and grab the big one, sure. But that's going to be pretty much all of our plane right there. I think that will be good enough. I did watch a little bit of a tutorial on this. It's my first time actually watching a tutorial and not just another Let's Player for this game. But I don't know how helpful it was. I didn't watch the whole thing, I kind of just skimmed through it. Because that's the kind of professionalism you guys expect. Wow, that's gigantic. Because... But yeah, in short, I'm still trying to avoid tainting myself, I guess is the way to put it. You know, tainting myself with actual good advice and know-how what I'm doing and all that. I'm trying to keep it real, folks. Okay. So we got that. We do have this as well. That's a little bit kind of strange. It's not going to be the most stable ship ever, but I am hoping that it'll be enough to get us off the ground is kind of the big thing, and I'm going to use just one of these. So there we go, we got this ultra tiny ship. Air intake. Look at the size of the air intake. It's bigger than almost all the rest of the ship. Can I put that underneath? Or is that going to be too big? I feel like that's not the best decision. That is ginormous though, that is huge. Okay. Probably, well, I mean, the whole reason I'm making it so small is because I have the jet engine, which doesn't burn through fuel. Unused oxidizer. Are they referring to this when they refer to the oxidizer? Let's try launching it, let's see what happens. Oh, I wish I knew what was causing that. Those wheels, I probably should move them down a little bit further, actually. But we'll go ahead and... I like how we're rolling further, we haven't even fired off. Let's turn on the brakes. Let's turn off the brakes. So yeah, we just got our little tiny bouncing all over. That's not good. Actually, I do want to just revert to launch. I'm actually going to call this the first go 2. We'll do 2. So we have our first go, which was our big one, and then we got first go 2, which is the one that makes a lot more sense. I mean, the bottom line there is I was trying to throttle up too hard. And this road is not super conductive to actually taking off and landing. Okay, you know what? We're actually going to be better off taking off from the grass, if you can all believe that. Oh wait, what's this? Why is it not letting me... Okay, I'm gonna have to crash this to take it back. It keeps putting in non-pilots. Okay, so revert to hangar. I need to put in a pilot. You go away. I want pilot. Just because they have stabilization. I have... And we're actually, like I said, we're actually going to be better off just taking off from the grass over here, I think. So hopefully this will get us up off the ground. Kind of just bouncing. I don't have great control. In fact, I have very little control. And if I were to venture a guess, I would say my wings are actually colliding with my legs here. Can I put these at a little bit of an angle and they'll still work, is the question then. I mean, it should be... They're all connected to the... They're all hitting the ground on the actual tire. I also don't really seem to be... Now that I've done that... Oh, come on. Revert flight. Might be trying to do this too small, might be the bottom line here. The simple fact seems to be that there's just not enough room for me to connect everything that needs to actually connect. Boom. Rather than going completely off, I'm gonna still... Oh. Maybe I'm better off just going completely off, after all. Alright. We also did some messing around with the throttle there that we hadn't done in the that I hadn't done in the past. And then the big thing is, are these wings going to give me enough control? It looks like I have a pretty good amount of control, actually. And if memory serves, we want to go through here, essentially. That's just kind of in the way. You can see we already seem to be doing a lot better than we were last time, even though we got such a smaller ship. And we also didn't climb as much right off the bat. Ruben here looks pretty damn worried. But we're going at full throttle. We've barely even touched our liquid fuel. Now we basically just have to get from where we are to over here and then perform a crew report. And we're supposed to stay below 16,000 meters. We're at about 5 now. So we have plenty of space to climb. We are losing a little bit of speed, which is kind of the opposite of what I think I would expect. And we are climbing. But you think as we climb higher and higher, we would gain speed. Since we are still using our engine. Let's go ahead and we'll just level out. Leveling out is fine. We don't need to go high. We don't need to go super high. Would like to keep altitude though. Which is going to make this kind of a weird balancing act, I feel like. But yeah, so we've already flown in atmosphere further than I believe we ever have. I cannot be certain of that, but we're here. We started there. We're all the way up here now. We probably want to actually be over a bit in this direction. It is interesting that it's trying to kind of fight me a little bit when I try to level it out. Okay, I don't know. We'll see once we get closer. But yeah, Ruben over here is still kind of worried. He can't really see anything. He just knows that we're still pointed up. It actually, I'm not even seeing an altitude meter, really. We just have the speed. We do have the blue altitude meter up over there. We're still pointed up, so we are gaining altitude still. That's perfectly fine. We're actually going to speed up time here as well. Because I want to get... And we are definitely way off course. Oh, let's not do this while sped up. Okay, come on, let's even out the wings. And that could just be momentum. It's causing a little bit of problems. It's weird that it's going off in these directions, but I'm pretty sure I might actually be headed in the right direction now. Keep an eye on this and make sure we don't start dropping too low. Liquid fuel is way beyond good. We are moving towards our target. I don't know how big the zone is, so I'm going to try to get as close to that marker as possible. Which means let's turn just a tiny bit. Is it just anywhere over this grassland? See, we're keeping a fairly steady. We're dropping... Oh, now that I said that, we're dropping every couple meters. Oh, looks like something is starting to overheat on our ship here. Might be our fuel, actually. But yeah, we're almost to where we gotta go. Oh. See, I said we're entering the zone. So theoretically we can do a crew report now. Collecting survey data. Keep data. Okay. Then we're actually gonna just go ahead. Let's just see what happens when we cut off. Our throttle. But you can see this is all big flat plain land, or big flatlands. We could, if we really wanted to. We could turn around and fly back. But think about how long it took us to get out here. And we're actually slowing down as we're falling here. So we're gliding pretty well. Once we start getting really close to the ground, I'll start to pull up as well. But I kind of just want to get on the ground, recover this, and move on. We do know. I do actually. I think the first thing I think I'm gonna go upgrade the mission control, so I can take on more missions. Oh, it is. It is hilly. It's a lot more hilly than I thought it would be. Actually, gonna turn this back on. Damn it! I probably didn't want to turn that back on. But I am having a bit of a hard time judging how high I am. Because I know we're somewhere above sea level, but it's hard to tell at any given time how far above sea level it is. Shoot. I can't afford to lose that pilot. Ooh. That's what that's going to come down to, is I can't afford to lose that pilot, guys. So sorry, you're going to have to watch me do this again. Okay. Say we took off. Yo. Probably not the best idea I've had. I'm trying to do this quickly, and this is probably a giant mistake. Because I'm running it at 4 times speed. I want to get through here as quickly as possible so that we can move on, because yeah, we've done this. I just need to not be an idiot and actually land my ship. But I'm instead being a completely different kind of idiot and trying to maneuver while running at 4 times speed. So, in case we haven't talked about it, the way that this game handles fast forwarding speed is actually, it seems to be fast forwarding the physics. We're a little bit off, but I think we should be good there. When I saw that it was rocky there, or not rocky, but uneven, what I should have done was rotate around. You can even see I have 180 liquid fuel to start off with, and I'm burning 0.07, and I'm guessing that is on a per second basis. So it's taken me more than 10 seconds to lose a single unit of liquid fuel of burn at this rate. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna actually just right off the bat. We want to come down. Crew report. Bam. Okay. You can see how great of an idea this is. And I should have actually, when I reverted, I should have just put a parachute on this. And just said, forget about it. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh! It dipped. Oh, come on! I was good until I turned on the brakes. I think I'm just not... kind of just not heavy enough. Damn it. I said I want to get this done. We're so close. And it's just the little things that are screwing me up right now. Like I said, I don't want to deal with a bunch of crap, so I'm just putting parachutes on it. We're still calling it the first go-to because fundamentally it hasn't changed. We've just added parachutes on it. I'm sure there's some reason why I'm kind of like popping up in the air. That's completely all my fault. Oh, shit. That was stupid. I accidentally hit the A key, which turned me as we were accelerating there. I need... Damn, just crank the throttle all the way up. I actually probably shouldn't crank it up as I'm coming down here. So I'll wait. This kind of takes off naturally, you can see, because of the way that we've built this, because it faces upwards. And we're doing the same thing that kind of got us in trouble. Well, I mean, I navigated through it, so it wasn't like end of the world style trouble. But we're kind of just I want to speed through this. I wanted to accomplish a lot more in this 30-minute episode. But we're about at 30 minutes right now. And I haven't done crap. Because yeah, we're actually gonna cut the engines when we once we get there. We'll cut engines, deploy the parachutes, and just deal with that. Because I don't want to deal with the process of landing, which is probably not the wisest decision. You're probably better off going through the process of figuring out how to land early on. But the bottom line is, I don't think I have enough. I think this is they're too bundled together. Normally you would want them not completely apart or anything, but definitely more space. I mean, a tripod is more stable, kind of the distance. You wouldn't put a tripod with 3 points on the ground right next to each other, would you? I don't know, maybe you would. I wouldn't. Okay, so we're gonna cut the engines. You'll still be able to hear them, We're gonna do a crew report before we do anything else. And then, bam. Then we're actually going to turn T off. Oh, 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 oh. See how high up we still are? And let's put the brakes on. Let's just have brakes on as soon as we hit the ground. I'm speeding up time, but I'm actually going to hit start again once we get close, just because I don't want to keep having to wait, but I also don't want to die here. So, okay. Bam. So let's recover. Okay. Well, that's it for this episode. Uh, 5 data gathered, 1 data gathered. Okay. So the big thing we got out of that is that mission that we finished. So we got an extra 14 grams there. We're up to 130. We are R&D, the tracking station. If we do this, we can take on 7 contracts at a time. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That's going to be our first upgrade. When we come back, I'll go through some of these other contracts. And we'll kind of pick a couple that we think are best. But I think it's best if we don't completely fill it up from here on out. Or for the time being, at least. But thank you all for tuning in. And I will catch you on the flip side.